We are waiting for possible landfall later this evening. Bermuda's Emergency Measures Organization, the EMO, stating that all preparations must be finished by noon today. Major roadways, schools, public transport, other government services going to be shut down this afternoon. And the only airport serving the territory, LF Wade, is shut down. We want to check back in this morning with Jason Inniss, Director of Airport Operations at LF Wade International. Well, 24 hours have eclipsed, and Jason, here we sit again. Thanks for joining us. Yesterday, I want to bring up what you had mentioned to us, that the airport would be closing down at 11 o'clock last night. It has since done that, but you said it could open as early as noon tomorrow. Is that still the case, or is there an update?
Yeah, good morning, Stephen and Britta. Good to see you again. We are still working with that plan. Obviously, we have to do our full assessments of the airfield, full assessments of the building to make sure that the facility is safe for operations to resume. So that's really a tentative time that we have. In the morning on Thursday, my teams or our teams at the airport, we will go in, do the assessment, and then inform the public and the airlines, our stakeholders, etc., when that actual time will be. So tentatively, we're thinking about 12 noon tomorrow.
Now, Jason, I did want to ask you, because you have a unique insight here, the difference between going through a hurricane from a tourist point of view and a local's point of view, because you are on a gorgeous island that does have a lot of tourism. Because of your position and where you work, you sort of get an insight of both avenues.
Yeah, obviously it's quite different for a visitor who is here staying at a hotel. They're literally at the mercy of the preparations that the hotels are making or the Airbnbs that they're staying at. And, you know, they're thinking about getting back home. Whereas a local person is here, they're looking to secure their property, make sure their friends and family are doing well, making sure that the neighbors are okay. If there's anyone that needs assistance, that they're willing to assist. And on a small island, we are really a community of people. So we do look out for our neighbors. We do look out for our friends and family to make sure everyone is doing okay. If one house in particular has any vulnerabilities, the other houses are open for people to come. So for us, it's about safety, family, and basically riding out the storm.
And when it comes to those operations, getting to and from the island, we know that there are many avenues, but the fact that you work with the airport, is there a chance that maybe it will not open until later? I mean, you always have these circumstances. You don't know what's going to happen until the actual storm moves through. And in that, what are you kind of looking for? I'm sure it has to do more than just the weather getting better, because workers have to get to the airport.
Yeah, there's a number of factors that have to be taken into account with regards to reopening the airport. Of course, first and foremost is the safety of the staff, the employees of the airport. Is everything okay for them at home? And then with everything being safe for them at home, they're able to come into the airport and do the assessments. The important thing is that we built this new terminal, which opened on December the 9th, 2020. And this terminal was built with resilience in mind. It was built for hurricanes. If we go way back to Hurricane Fabian and the previous terminal, the terminal was completely wiped out. So one of the key factors when this airport was redeveloped was to ensure that the building is resilient. So I'm confident that what we've done in terms of preparations will secure the building for a Category 2 storm. So it's on tomorrow morning, it's really doing that check to make sure that everything is working as it should, and liaising with all the entities at the airport to make sure their facilities are ready. There are a number of stakeholders involved with the operations of the airport. I work for Skyport, which is the airport operator, but of course we have many other agencies that need to be ready to open to allow flights to recommence.
Yeah, just a beautiful example Bermuda is for not only community, but also for infrastructure, rebuilding with resiliency. Jason Inniss, Director of Airport Operations at LF Wade International Airport. Thank you so much for your time. Best of luck to you guys. We will be thinking about you, and we'll check in with you after the storm.
Thank you very much.